Jose, how pleased are you with the performance overall, keeping a clean sheet here today in a very difficult game?
Well, not just a clean sheet. I think if we deserve credit to keep the clean sheet, and I think we do, I think Tottenham deserves even more credit to keep the clean sheet because we were the most dangerous team and we had the best chances, and Lloris was the goalkeeper with more work and was the goalkeeper with the save of the game. So I think congratulations to them to keep that clean sheet, because defensively they are good. It's difficult to play against them. They press, they are aggressive, they attack immediately the opponent when the opponent has the ball, many times from behind. So it's difficult, but with the ball we were quite comfortable, and we were waiting for our chances in the break, which we did really well, and we scored one goal, we win. We don't score, we go with a result, but we go with the performance and we go with the feeling of the team. So after these 3 results in a row, I think we can look to December, where we have 3 matches at Stamford Bridge and 2 matches away against 2 of the top teams, United and Leicester. I think we can look to December with enthusiasm, because I'm convinced that in the end of December we will be in a different position than we are now, and we will short clearly the distance to the top teams. So in the end of December our feeling will be a different feeling.
Jose, were you tempted to push harder for the win when Tottenham were tiring later on, maybe throw on another striker?
So can you repeat?
Were you tempted to throw on Diego looking for a winner?
You know, I was looking to the winner, but without him. I was looking to the winner with the team that was on the pitch. I was tempted not to change one player. I was tempted to go the 90 minutes with the same team. I did the first change with William because William was in a difficult situation. He asked for a change, and the last change for Pedro was a bit more of the same. But I was tempted of not to touch the team because the team was dangerous. We had, I think, 2 or 3 big chances, but we have lots of what I call the half chance, which is the chance you don't see because you don't arrive in front of the goal, but the chance is there. We miss passes, we miss decisions, we had spaces to attack, and we were always almost there. So my temptation was not to make one single change.
Jose, can you give us an idea of the mental state of Diego? He came out without boots on, he didn't warm up, he didn't warm down. You've seen dropping his beard.
No, he warmed. When I asked him to warm, he did. I put him with Ruben and Kennedy warming. I don't know. Eden, he was kicked. He had some falls. He had some studs. Could be last 5-10 minutes, but I felt if he could play for 90 minutes, he was so good, so dangerous, so difficult for them to get him, that I don't want to change the team. So result 0-0. We feel that we can score a goal. So why change if you think we cannot improve?
In terms of Diego's body language, he does not look very happy for the world. Do you have to talk to him this week?
No.
Back on side, or?
No, you know, I think Diego is very privileged because he was the last one to be on the bench. Everybody was on the bench. The captain was on the bench. Ivanovic was on the bench. Cahill, vice captain of England, was on the bench. Fabregas was on the bench. Pedro was on the bench. Hazard, player of the season, was on the bench. Everybody was on the bench. Oscar was on the bench. So Diego is privileged. I kept him in the team for all these matches, and today we thought that the best strategy to play was this one. We are happy with the decision. We are happy with the players. If in this moment we have 1 or 2-0 result you would say that our performance was tremendous. You don't say that, but I think you are going to say that our performance was good.
Do you think
Jose,
that
were you aware
Diego
that
might need a couple of games sort of out of the team just to get himself maybe a rest or get some focus again?
You know, I think he physically is fine, no problems. He's working well every day. His mood is positive. He's always a positive guy in the team. I was not expecting to have a player on the bench jumping and singing because he was not playing, unless you are a kid that has a chance to go. Ruben, Kennedy, I think they go on the bench and they feel is one more step. But a top player going on the bench, they are not happy. They are not happy. So for me, his behavior was normal. He was ready to play when he went to the warm-up. When I decided not to play him, he goes and probably is eating in the bus before everybody arrives.
Jose, were you
Sorry, it's
aware?
Matt.
Were you aware that he threw his bib towards the end of the game and it appeared to be in your direction? He missed.
You know, if he wants to hurt me, he's not with the bib. So I have a good relation with him. No problems.
Is it fair to say that this attacking line is the fastest you've got at Chelsea with Pedro, Willian and then Hazard? Obviously you're happy today, but are you going to be tempted to use it again as a front line, those three players?
I don't know. I have to read the opponents. I know Tottenham likes to press up. They want to bring the line up. The fullbacks are very fast and very offensive. They open spaces behind them that we try to explore and we did. To be fair, I don't think Tottenham was happy when the game started and they saw the way we were playing. But they did very well to keep the clean sheet. The goalkeeper was really good, so they are not so disappointed. But for us, the result is not what we want, but the performance is good. Good team, solid performance.
Jose, you said that this was the best Chelsea this season. Does that mean that Costa has to accept that he could be on the bench for the next game?
You know, the next game is against Bournemouth at Stamford Bridge. I don't know. I have to focus on Bournemouth, to see the way they play, to see how they defend, to see how they project or not project the fullbacks. I have to study them to make a decision. I think the message to every one of my players, not Diego, to every one of my players, is that when we play as a team and when especially we defend as a team, the team is much better. I think playing the way we played, I wouldn't be surprised if in the next 10 matches we don't lose one. I wouldn't be surprised if we go into a run of good results because the team was a team.
Okay, two at the front.
Jose, what aspects of Diego Costa's game would you like to see improved? Is it purely goals?
You know, this is a game where he didn't play. I don't think it's nice to be speaking about a player that didn't play. Let's speak about Hazard. Fantastic match. Fantastic match. A great header in the box, which has to be a goal. Is a great position that he reaches, and is a great header. In the second half, a great volley with his weak foot, the save of the match. So this was my striker. If he scores one of these goals and we win today, Eden is phenomenal. So let's speak about him. And Diego was just a decision. He was on the bench, nothing else.
Last one.
Speaking about Hazard, I mean, how is he back to his best, do you think, or getting there? The form he showed?
I think it was his best game of the season. The game more complete in both directions, with the ball, without the ball, attacking people with the ball, attacking the space without the ball, attacking the box, heading balls. When we had to play some long balls, jumping and trying in the air against the two Belgian boys with 2 meters. He did fantastically well for the team. So even not scoring, I think his appetite to be important in the game, his appetite to enjoy the game was back today.
Okay, thanks very much everyone. Thank